Yes. Well, it's for me always coming back to a family because I was here from the second year of the festival, so it's been many, many years. I have participated in most of these festivals, seen countless students of all ages taking part, and it's a festival that somewhat has expanded from the very beginning to include so many more teachers and colleagues. And there is a core faculty, but at the same time there are always new people joining. So the family is, I feel, is growing, is expanding, and there are some returning students, so we form, some friendships over the years, and of course the new students that are joining every year. This is a special edition for me because we couldn't expect that at some point, instead of holding the festival in Texas, we would be in a metropolitan city in Seoul, with all the perks that the students have benefited from culturally, from that beautiful, wonderful moment they enjoyed when they went out and they tried the customs, the Korean customs, to many moments really that we share together at this particular festival. I think it's quite unique and it brought a lot of freshness, different location, a different concert hall, very beautiful hall actually, and it was equally intense, I feel. But as always, we had plenty of time to discuss things outside the lessons and have pleasurable time as well. So I think this is quite unique. I very much enjoy the student recitals because it's a moment for them to gain some exposure, and in some cases, one of my favorite moments is when the students actually try out some of the things that they are learning during the festival, some of the ideas during the master classes. It takes a lot of courage because some of the pieces they are playing, they lived quite a few months with those pieces, right? So there is something ingrained that's quite solid, and yet they still attempt to make these changes, and suddenly on stage you hear, oh, I remember having said something about that. Look at how that student shaped it. Look at how that phrase was transformed as a result of this, in a different way exactly from what we had discussed, in their own way. That reminds me, a little bit of the talks that we had, but they made that phrase their own. This is quite special because from one idea to another idea, suddenly on stage there is a third idea that comes out that's a bit unique and fresh. So this I find very special as a moment, as usual. And of course the wonderful long evenings spent speaking about music and catching up with colleagues. It's a wonderful way also to get together after a busy year and see wonderful people that I don't get the chance to see as often, I think. So it's marvelous in many ways. And I think the students are all forming great friendships. I hope very much for life that this will develop into something through the alumni connection that will help the students to relate to one another, to be able to continue their friendships, to learn from each other, and to remain in touch, because life is a long journey. And I hope this will serve them also as a great basis for developing and having future connections in the future as well. Yeah, I think the pleasure is all mine because I heard some really wonderful performances, and it was wonderful to challenge myself to see what I could contribute to their journeys in any possible way.